Hello boys and girls, we are going to review how to multiply a 3-digit number by a 2-digit number. We did this in class, but this is to refresh your brain so you can be independent and confident to practice the steps needed in order to prepare for your Chapter 3 test. I will do this one by myself. Listen as I think aloud. And if you know the answer, feel free to work with me. And then the second one, I will pause and ask you questions in order to do the think aloud processing for the second one. All right, let's begin. When we multiply a 3-digit number by a 2-digit number, we start by looking at the 2-digit number, and we begin multiplying by the ones. Unlike division, multiplication, we go from right to left. Division, we go from left to right. Because when we multiplying and addition are similar, and division and subtraction are similar. And when you subtract, you always look at the bigger numbers and go to the smaller numbers. In case there's a bigger bottom, you borrow. And with multiplication, we begin from the smaller number to the bigger number because we're adding, we're making things bigger. That is why multiplication, we go from right to left. Alright, when we multiply, we begin with the ones place, the smallest place value. The smallest place value in this 2-digit number is 8. So I have to begin by multiplying 8 by the 5 in the ones place of 915. When I go through my 5 times tables, because that's easier than my 8s, I find out that 8 times 5 is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 40. I place my 0 underneath the 8, and I carry my 4, because the answer 40 is a 2-digit number, and it's bigger than the place value that I have here. With the place values, and I'll place the lines, with the place values, you can never have a digit that's greater than 1 digit, because they just don't fit. They're too big. So when they're too big, you carry. After I do 8 times 5, I multiply the 8 by the tens place by 1. 8 times 1 is 8, and then I add 4. Any number that I circle up here in green means you have to add. Means add. Alright. 8 times 1 is 8 plus 4. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I put the 2 underneath the ones in the tens place, and I carry the 1 into the hundreds place. Last step, by multiplying by 8, 8 times 9, I go through my 9 times tables. I have a trick. I put 10 fingers out in front of me. I start from left and count 9 fingers until I get to my right finger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I put down my ring finger on my right hand, and I get the answer, 81. 81, but I have to add this 1. No, oops, I'm sorry. 9 times 9 is 81, so 8 times 9 is 72. Thank you. I heard some of you say, no, Ms. Rosenberger, 8 times 9 is 72. Excellent job. So 8 times 9 is 72, and then I have to add 1. 72 plus 1 is 73. I place the 3 here. I carry my 7. Since this is a 3-digit number, I have nothing else to multiply by the 8. I do not multiply 8 by 7, because then I'm going to get an incorrect answer. I'm going to get this huge number, and that's incorrect. What I have to do, any numbers over here that is not over another digit, I bring down. When I bring it down, I place the 7 here, and you see I have 7,320. Some of you would think I'm done, but I'm not done, because we're multiplying by a 2-digit number. So we have to multiply 2 times. So we're going to get 2 products. So think, multiplying by a 2-digit number means you multiply 2 times. And if you multiply 2 times, you're going to have 2 products. So now, I'm getting red. Red tells me to stop. Leave it alone. I cross off the 8 because I'm all done multiplying by the 8. I cross out the 4. I cross out the 1. And I cross out the 7. Boys and girls, I do this, and even as a teacher, I still do this to remind myself, warning, warning, already multiplied and added by them, they're done. If you rather X it out, you may do that too. Whatever helps you to know you're done multiplying by those numbers. After you've crossed out all these extra numbers, you place a 0 underneath the first 0 in this number, in this product, to show that you are done multiplying by the 8. So when you ask, why do I have to put a 0 before multiplying? It shows that you're all done multiplying by the ones place and you're moving over to the tens place. Oh, this is easy. Now we multiply 1 times 5. Boys and girls, remember, when you multiply by the tens place by the ones place, your answer is always going to be put in the place value that's greater than the top number that you're multiplying by. So for instance, 1 times 5 in the ones place is a 5 in the tens place. We cannot put the 5 in the ones place over here because we have a 0. And this 0 is a placeholder showing you are done multiplying by the ones, now multiply by the tens. So that is what you were doing. 1 times 5 is 5. Now you multiply 1 times 1, which is 1. And then you multiply 1 times 9, which is 9. Look at that. You multiplied by a 2-digit number. Therefore, you had to go through your multiplication facts 2 times. Now, after you found your 2 products, we add. We have to add them together because remember, multiplication and addition go together. When you multiply by more than 1 digit, you have to add the products together. Here we go. 0 plus 0 is 0. 2 plus 5 is 5, 6, 7. 3 plus 1 is 4. And if you need to, put the lines. That's why I gave you graphed paper. A lot of our difficulties comes with our organization. Please use the graph paper. I can give you extra for homework. I will give it to you during classwork, during quizzes, during tests, because I know that will help you keep organized. Now we have to add 9 plus 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 6, carry my 1. There's no other number here, so I need to bring it down. When I bring it down, my answer to this multiplication problem is 16,470. All right, let's do number 2 together. I want you to start thinking. When we multiply by a 2-digit number, where do we begin? By the 3 in the tens place or the 6 in the ones place? I'm putting in these lines so I keep organized. You have your graphed paper. Or if you ran out of it, you may put the lines yourself. Alright, if you said we start at the digit 6 in the ones place, you are correct. Now, where do we begin to multiply the 6 by? 6 times what? Is it the 7, the 0, or the 5? If you said 5, you're correct. Here we go. 6 times 5 is 30. Good. 0. Where do I put the 3? Under the 3 or over top of the 0? Good. If you said over top of the 0, you are correct. Now what do I multiply the 6 by? I'm putting this cursor over top of the 5 to show I already multiplied 6 by 5. What's the next number I need to multiply it by? Boys and girls, one of my great 5th grade friends, when she multiplies, she places her thumb over top of the number that she just multiplied by, so it helps her to focus and know, oh, the next number I need to multiply the 6 by is the 0 in the tens place. And that's why I put the cursor there. Alright, here we go. 6 times 0 is, good, 6. What do we do with this 3? Remember, green circle equals what? What did I say that equals? If you said addition, you are correct. So 6 times 0 is 0 plus 3. What number do I put in this tens place? Good, a 3. Alright, again, I'm going to put the cursor over the 0. What's the next bigger number I need to multiply the 6 by? If you said 7, you are correct. 6 times 7 is, well, I know 6 times 5 is 30. So 6 times 6, oh, and if I need to, I can write it right here. 6 times 5 equals 30. So 6 times 6 equals, good, 36. Therefore, 6 times 7 equals, if you said 42, you are correct. What number do I put here in 42? Good, the 2, and then I carry the 4. There's no other number because it's a 3-digit number, so I need to, yes, bring down the 4. Beautiful. All right, am I done? No. Why am I not done? Oh, correct. I didn't multiply by the 3. It's a 2-digit number, so I need to multiply 2 times. But before I do that, I need to get my handy dandy red, cross out the 6, cross out the 3, and cross out the 4. And what do I put underneath the 0, class? to show that I'm all done multiplying by the 6. Yes, a big, fat 0. All right, now I have to multiply the 3. Multiply the 3. I need help, class. Do I multiply 3 times 7 first? No. 3 times 0? No. 3 times 5. You're correct. 3 times 5 is? Good. 15. 5. Carry my 1. I know some of you have difficulties with this. When you write your 5 in the tens place, you write your 1s in the hundreds. You do not do that. That's the only time it's a little tricky. When you multiply the 3 by the tens by the ones place, you write your answers in the tens place and you carry it over top of the tens place. I know it's a little confusing, but you already showed me you can do it when we've practiced really hard last week. All right. Now, I did 3 times 5, which is 15. 5 carry my 1. I'm putting my cursor over the top of the 5. Now what do I need to multiply the 3 by? The 7 or the 0? If you said 0, you are correct. 3 times 0 is 0, but hold on, I have a 1 up here. Let me circle it in green. What does that mean? Yes, I have to add the 1. 3 times 0 is 0 plus 1 is 3. Oops, sorry. 3 times 0 is 0 plus 1 is 1. I placed that answer in the hundreds place. The reason why I have to do that is because there's already a digit in the tens place. Alright, I put my cursor over top of the 0. I multiplied 3 by 5. I multiplied 3 by 0. What's the last number I need to multiply 3 by? You're so smart. Excellent job, class. I have to multiply it by the 7. So, if you have difficulties with your 7 times tables, you can write your multiplication over here. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 6, 18. 3 times 7 is 21. Notice how I did not go 3 times 1 equals 3, 3 times 2 equals 6, 3 times 3 equals 9, because it's taken up extra time. If your number is 6 or greater, start out by writing the multiplication facts of the number by 5 and go up from there, so you can use less time. Alright, so 3 times 7 is 21. I write my 1 underneath the 4 and carry my 2. Are there any other numbers to multiply the 3 by? I multiplied the 3 by the 5, the 3 by the 0, the 3 by the 7. If you said yes, I would disagree, because we can't multiply the 3 by the 2. That's a part of our product of 3 times 7 is 21. But if you said bring down, if you said no, we don't multiply anymore, we just need to bring down, then I would say I agree. We need to bring down the 2. We bring down the 2. Now, I had a 2-digit number. I multiplied twice. What do I do with the 2 products? Do I add, subtract, multiply, or divide? Well, we know we don't multiply because we don't want to go through those steps again, because the number will continue to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and it'll take us hours and days to solve it. So we know it's not multiplication. We know it's not division because it's not set up like a division problem. We know we don't subtract because multiplying, we're adding more. So, but adding more in big numbers. So we know we have to add. We have to add the two numbers together. And when we add the two numbers together, we get the total product of 705 times 36. All right, here we go, class. 0 plus 0 is, good, 0. 3 plus 5, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 plus 1, 3. 4 plus 1, 5. And then the 2. Our product for this multiplication problem is 25,380. Excellent job, boys and girls. Thank you for your help. You are set and ready to do your multiplication problems. Please use the graph paper to keep your numbers organized. Remember the steps. Show the arrows of bringing down. Do your best. Take your time. It is not a race. Go at your pace. I want you to just make sure you review the steps. You ingrain them in your memory, kind of like a stamp on paper that's permanent right in your brain. And take your time. I know you can do this. Good luck. And if you have any difficulties or if you're confused, watch this video again. But until then, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.